Why, hello there, my magnificent little bush brumby. Are you editing videos?
Yeah, totally. I'm I'm definitely doing that. As a full-time video editor, I know that I have to focus on work 24/7. My family, them, they don't pay the bills.
You really are one nutty little air queen, aren't you?
Huh?
You've fallen down the classic trap. Everyone knows it's a waste to focus on content. That's what slaves are for. The real key to success is to spend all day reading the comments. Let's have a gander.
Exquisite masterpiece. Aww. Anyway.
Hold it. You can't skip that easy. Read it all, pussy.
Okay, fine. Perfect for inducing a headache? Well, each to their own, I guess. 0% drugs, 0% nudity, 0% profanity, 100% horse shit. You too. I showed this to my therapist. Now he's dead. Watching this made my hair, teeth, and dick fall off. Go 41%. This is worse than a Holocaust. Make it stop.
Never fear, I am here, with the help of...
Sure, f***wit. What's your plan? Sub for subbing? Telling our closest fans to go kill themselves? I mean, honestly, what kind of a moron takes their advice from a mass murderer? You're
With the help of Hypnotist Sappho, we will extinguish...
Hypnotist who?
Sappho! He's a popular YouTube and TikTok sensation, creator of VR hypnosis content, and possessor of many unconventional opinions.
Unconventional opinions, huh? Say no more. I'll be loved like Donald Trump in no time.
In a world full of glowies, insane lardasses, and people who hold others accountable for their own actions. Connor Roundy, yeah, that's a really fitting surname. That's him, and his friends try to do the impossible. Create a guide to help you survive trolling.
Coming up, looking out, I'll survive, no doubt. Never fear, bring it on, break it down, what's in my way?
Connor's declassified cyberbullying survival guide. The results may vary. Be a good person.
I am a zoophile. I am working with.
I do not a pedophile.
Large.
I'm not a
does not
pedo.
have
To
the
get
capacity
passwords
to
to
go through the sex.
Well, you aren't exactly a saint, are you? Oh well, nothing wrong with that. Your internet presence is vague. The drama tubers know nothing. Perfect! Time to fulfill your dom mummy hypnotist fetish with minors while jerking off. Privately. Shh. Be the father you never had. And as we all know, responsible parents provide sex education. In the words of Rolf Harris, practice makes perfect. Just ask Chris Chan.
Mainly I was really horny and I need to make sure with honest relationship. No! 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 No!
Date said minors, have e-sex with them in private, and share illicit materials for research purposes. Wink wink. Using anthropomorphic animals for clarity's sake. Seriously, Connor, what the f*** is wrong with you? you bouncy ball looking mother dog. But who said porn needs to be kept in the closet? Create a public NSFW Twitter account with no restrictions. Now, any old can see photos of you shoving dog dildos up your ass.
And perfect.
Aren't you worried minors might see this?
Are you suggesting I make my account private so I can personally vet my account and ensure that kids don't see this stuff? That's too much effort. I don't hold a hose, mate. Just a 2-inch sausage. Cope and seethe some more.
What's wrong?
Some has made a video on me, claiming I'm a pedophile. Where did they get that idea from?
Well, I guess Aristotle was right. There's no such thing as privacy on the internet. The cat is out of the bag now. What do? Do we try putting it back in? Or do we just go laissez-faire? Hang on a minute. The cat is female? Yeah! Ooh, that's one wet-ass pussy.
And I just wanted to put it in and say that, for the record, I am a zoophile. You did not mishear that. I am a zoophile. I do not have a thing for humans, unless they're underage. I'm more attracted to horses, like beautiful white, brown bees.
Of course, we don't want to just come out cold turkey. The Children Army are a judgmental bunch. First, we need to soften the blow. Use psychological manipulation techniques you learnt in college. Talk slowly and seductively. Equate dog with queers, using past events like Stonewall to guilt-trip viewers into sympathy. Distance yourself from the more sexual aspects of the community, claiming to only endorse ethical zoos.
Learn your definitions.
Gee, Internet Napoleon can only dream of our strategic brilliance. Did you tell them you were dating a mentally unstable 16-year-old boy? Good. People aren't ready to accept that age is just a number. Perhaps some deception wouldn't hurt. Pretend to date another pedophile. Your underage boy most definitely won't tell the entire internet about you. Oh. Manage your community. Oh god. It's really hitting the fan now. Luckily, we have the entirety of human history to guide us. Those who don't learn from the past are doomed to repeat it.
No.
You live in the greatest nation on Earth. A country at the forefront of innovation, human rights, standard of living, you name it. But America didn't become the world's greatest nation due to overwhelming geographic advantage. They were guided by the principles of libertarianism. What is libertarianism, you may be asking? Good question, Mr. McGee. Libertarianism emphasizes the rights of man, liberty above all else. The only purpose the state serves is to ensure all men can do whatever they want. The most important principle of libertarianism is free speech. And nobody understood this principle more than famous German human rights activist and politician Adolf Hitler.
Wir müssen die Zivilbevölkerung schützen.
In his famous novel, Mein Kampf, he wrote, "Freedom of speech is one of the great fundamentals that will lead to our grandest of returns to YouTube relevance. The comments section is the key to true stardom." Now, we don't want toxic trolls warding fans away. That would be censorship through harassment. So make sure to place all comments under review and monitor them like Big Brother. Delete all negative comments, and I mean all negative comments. Nothing short of brown noses sucking your 2-inch chode will do. If this method is too cumbersome, you can always disable the comments and remove the dislikes. Or get YouTube to do it for you. Sometimes the best method to prevent toxicity is through covering it up. Just ask the folks at Pripyat. Free speech isn't truly free unless you're free from consequences. Your trolls can go talk on another video. Unless I find it, then I'll file a false DMCA takedown request. Head. As a just and mighty ruler, Dolphy the meth head was an ambitious advocate of safe spaces. Remember, it's not a cult. Certainly not designed to attract minors and manipulate them into dating 30-year-old pedo zoos. Nothing to see here. Move along. But where do we settle? Everyone knows the promised land for maps and zoos is Twitter, as their staff is infested with gullible SJW cuckolds. I was talking about Reddit, wasn't I? Well, the internet is one big desert, so surely there's another oasis. Hey look, it's Discord. Let's make a server there. Hey look there, it's VR chat. Let's make a server there. How about Mastodon?
What's a mastodon?
Good question, my grand stallion. Mastodon is like Twitter, but for pedos, and since Twitter is going down the shitter, people have been flocking there en masse. Consequently, the moderators are overwhelmed, providing us the perfect opportunity. Create a server, naming it something subtle and discreet, so the dumbass antis don't suspect a thing. I know. Why don't we use the letters of the Greek alphabet? Zeta for zoos and mu for maps. The glowies have no idea! Be sure to screen members properly so trolls don't infiltrate. This time we can call upon the work ethic of our slaves for this. Bonus stale bread for the slaves who taunt, chastise, bully, harass and ridicule defectors. Direct connection. No matter how hard we try, trolls will never leave the internet. Take Kiwi Farms for example. First named the Quickie Forums, the site was hijacked by Joshua Null Moon. He rebranded it to Kiwi Farms to branch out to other cows. And boy did it work wonders. You name them, they're there. Chris Chan, Cyrax, Tofiachu, Daniel Larson, World of T-Shirts, Andy Ditch, Anaconda Sin, King Cobra, Wings of Redemption, DSP, EDP, Elon Musk. But most important of all, it's you! There's an entire thread dedicated to your life. What do we do? The most important rule of the internet is as follows. Do not piss off the farmers. Here's some steps to help. First, credit them for your rising notoriety.
The only people I can really thank for that is ironically, the people that hate me and made the videos go viral and popular. So, I mean, thanks for that, I guess.
Their gratitude will be endless. Next, create multiple Kiwi Farm accounts using untraceable emails and a VPN just in case. Online pseudo-intellectuals advise ignoring trolls. But what the f*** do these morons know? Silence only emboldens them to troll you harder. It's a well-established fact that a king must assert dominion over his subjects. The serfs always bow down, no matter what.
Who does he think he is? I'm your king. Well, I didn't vote for you.
Truthfully, the farmers are nothing more than basement-dwelling incels who mould and seethe at your sheer brilliance. Since they're as smart as the dogs you be sure to inform them as such. In fact, let them know about everything, from their lack of life to your past career accomplishments. America! Yeah! Dangle nuggets of personal information over their heads like a carrot on the stick. That'll maintain interest. Don't worry about doxing. They can't dox you. You're undoxable. Oh. Don't panic, it's just your full name and email address. They're too stupid to find anything else, and too self-righteous to post it across the internet. It'd be a shame if that info ended up in the hands of someone who doesn't care so much. All appears hopeless, doesn't it? Think again! It's all or nothing now! The ultimate tool for fighting fire is fire. Prove who the real moulding incels are. It's not you. By replying to their posts. Smarmy, narcissistic responses not actually addressing the underlying allegations are sure to shut them up. They're definitely not trying to bait you into making yourself look stupider.
This is a salmon that actually jumps on the hook for you.
And remember, ego and pride comes first. You are sexy. You are smart. And you are loved. But most importantly, you're not fat! Provide photographic proof. Suck in your gut. Conceal your bull-sized gunt and triple chin with an above angle. Great! Now it's time for post.
I can see why he gets the job hosting crafts. Ready? Steady. Dogtanian.
Parade your succubus beauty across the internet, comparing your freshly snapped pics to an unflattering shot from an episcopal church service. We make the feds seethe and the man-children cry by sacrificing anonymity for a fragile ego. Nice! Now it's time to go back to grooming kids on VR chat. Oh, wait. You're permabanned. Luckily, there's alternatives, like Neo's VR. They tout themselves as a place for second chances. You did nothing wrong in the first place. You're gonna be fine. Horsehead? What are you doing? Wait, no! Oh, no. Play the victim.
Do not have a thing for humans. Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you.
I tried. I really did. I tried moving on from my past. All I wanted to do was to help people. To spread love and affection. But the only person who needed help was me. I guess this is the last time you'll be seeing me. Sayonara. And that should garner the sympathy of the tards. Alright now, time for some cheese pizza.
Hey, you're learning! The world is a massive place. Out there, boundless plains are filled with potential fans. As the world's biggest influencers know, the best way to attract sympathy is to LARP as a victim. People always believe the words of professional victims, so now it's time to touch grass. Feign a mental breakdown, pretending you plan on ending it all. When the farmers call your bluff and egg you on, not only will this garner the outside sympathy you desire, but it'll expose them as the awful antis they are. Fake your own death, and lie about it when your urges to return become too strong. Heck, you don't even have to fake your own death. If one of your underage fans gets discovered by their parents and has their phone taken away, be sure to claim they took their own life as a result of relentless cyberbullying. When they try to prove their well-being, claim they've been hacked, causing another one of your underage fans to almost take their own life. Honesty is king. When you make your inevitable return, highlight the resources wasted from your stunt. Claim to be in a psych ward for your condition, while continuing to post the same old shit. You're hellbent on change, so now it's time to take multiple medications, and go into therapy for paraphilia.
So people started making videos on me, slandering me in my community, and then all of a sudden I got mass reported on VR chat, and I kept getting banned even though I wasn't doing anything wrong, you know. I mean, don't these people, they realise age is just a number, you know. I mean, it was totally legal, 16-year-old Kylo dating 20-year-old me, you know.
That sounds very troubling, sir. Have you thought about long-term plans to deal with them? Perhaps changing up your strategy?
I always thought, you know, to just go with my gut, you know. I always thought that was the best option. You know, the best attack is always a fast one. Blitzkrieg, you know?
I find the best way to calm the mind and soul is to take a step back and appreciate the serenity of nature. In life, the best way to improve yourself is to focus on what is in your control, and how people feel about you is deceptively out of reach. The most you can do is reflect on yourself and your actions.
Post-nut clarity. You know what? Perhaps they're right. Perhaps you are a fat, narcissistic pedophile, destroying everything you touch. Maybe the time has come to escape the rot, to begin a new life in the wilderness. Self-sufficiency is perfect for free thinkers like you who wish to escape government tyranny. But it can't be done alone. So, create a compound and invite fellow kitty diddlers. You could even start a cult. I wonder who that could be.
A few moments later.
What happened?
Those f***ing bastards! They called in they swatted me! They swatted me, goddammit!
The following is never before seen audio of Hypnotist Sappho being swatted. Definitely real, definitely not called upon by himself. G'day mate, how's the airport going?
Meh. I wanted to take off, but they wouldn't let me.
You know, I thought the whole when pigs fly thing was just a metaphor.
So when will, you know...
Just keep it down, okay? I'm in the middle of an interview. I've got to manipulate the host into believing I'm a victim of childhood abuse. That being the prime cause of me being, you know, fucked in the head.
Is that why you told me to, alright?
Look. I get paid once a month if my viewership is enough, which most of the time it isn't. When I get paid next, I promise I'll give you a cut, okay?
Do you always keep your gun out like that? Hold up. Wait.
Look. Just calm down. You're still here with us on this sacred land. Just be grateful for what you have.
Look at me. Become the very thing that I swore I would destroy. Oh, I know.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the local church, you know. God is the way, the truth and the light after all.
Time to go where no pedophile has gone before. Church! This'll show the world how much of a pure-hearted saint you are. Real rock spiders definitely don't become religious as a means of looking better or in an attempt to redeem the unredeemable or anything. Alright, now it's personal. rising from the ashes. When returning to the internet, ease into it. We don't want to emerge from the depths quicker than a crocodile. Why not take a stealthier approach? Create a new channel with an unrelated name. Make it sound empowering and uncannily similar to your most based troll. Your content must possess a similar level of anonymity. Make it completely unconnected, like Al-Qaeda and the US government.
I have an idea.
I'm all ears.
How about cybersecurity and OPSEC videos? No way would it look like I'm trying to help fellow dog and rock spiders hide their illicit material from the feds or anything.
When making videos, it's important not to reveal your identity. Yet. As a YouTube veteran for over 10 years, Chance Wilkins recommends using a voice changer.
I am
Hello everybody and welcome to the Glowing Braille channel.
Or you could just use your biological voice instead. That'll work.
Hey everyone. So, a little bit about myself. My name is Horsehead, and you may know me as being a massive degenerate.
Wait, what are you doing?
What? They're gonna have to find out eventually. Only idiots like you jump into a freezing pool at tortoise speed. You know, I'm built differently, okay?
You're not ready yet! Wait, no! Oh god, not again.
To get a password to your adversary.
Perhaps this internet influencer thing just isn't for you. Sappho would create one final post on his YouTube community tab. He explains his absence, expresses remorse for his actions, and claims to have been diagnosed with multiple mental illnesses. Finally, it seems like Sappho has learnt his lesson. At last, he has taken accountability for his actions and has set himself upon a path of redemption. Hopefully, his victims can finally find peace and comfort. Oh. Some people aren't cut out for the internet. Whether it's due to mental health, corruption, or narcissism, sometimes it's best to just log off and walk away. Sappho's tale is marred with scandal, degeneracy, narcissism, and denial. It's the tale of a man unable to comprehend his actions, to see the dangers in his beliefs. He's a man with no self-control, no ability to reflect on himself and take accountability. In life, there are two primary social strategies: appease the masses or polarize the population. Whilst each tactic has its benefits and drawbacks, they don't completely eliminate the presence of detractors. Many use terms such as troll, cyberbully, or hater, but these terms imply their opponents are completely in the wrong. They paint the picture of a black and white hero versus villain scenario, but the world is rarely this simple. My biggest pet peeve on the internet is a comment section bereft of criticism. It's the perfect sign of a creator who has censored their community, either as a means to improve their image or to pander to their own ego. This mindset of censorship is potentially dangerous because it creates an echo chamber of delusions and preconceived biases where any dissenting opinion, no matter how small, can be blocked. How do you define a troll? Are they somebody who doxes you, spreads false allegations and altered evidence to deliberately make you look bad? who swats you or makes death threats towards you? Or are they merely someone who disagrees with your opinion and is expressing it as such? My advice for anyone struggling with internet trolls is to ignore them. The effect they have on your mental health and productivity is not worth it. However, sometimes there are situations that can't be ignored. No matter how far out of reach these people are to you, you are in control of the way you react. Keep calm. Don't make any rash decisions in the spare of the moment. Remain vigilant and always think through your actions. Sappho stated that 90% of the claims made against him were either false or exaggerated. Personally, I believe it's more likely the other way around. However, it's still important to be skeptical of every piece of information posted to the internet, especially in the age of generative AI and deepfakes. No matter how much research and corroboration of the sources I undertook, I could never 100% believe anything blindly. Regardless, I think I've seen enough, and Connor hasn't sufficiently disproven the allegations made against him. Still, anything's possible. One more thing. Recently, I noticed Connor deleted his original Sappho YouTube channel. This event has brought mixed feelings to me. On the one hand, this could be a show of good faith, that he is truly working towards self-improvement. On the other, it makes me concerned. In his guide, he advises people who get fully doxed to move to a state where you can legally change your name and make it untraceable. Furthermore, he recommends deleting all social medias and creating new accounts with your new alias. I can't help but ponder the possibility of Connor trying to start afresh, to create a new cult of minors he can groom, abuse and manipulate. Hopefully, this isn't the case, and there are some signs to suggest this, but we can't let our guard down. We must remain vigilant, no matter what.